Thanks to a state grant that has been reinstated, the home of Mesa's first black doctor, Lucius Alston, is finally being restored. Contractors are working feverishly to complete the project by the funding deadline and convert the house into office space, which is set to become the home for the Martin Luther King Committee and the Mesa Association of Hispanic Citizens. However, for residents of Washington Park neighborhood, the 80-year-old home on the corner of 5th and Pima Street will always be known as Dr. Alston's house. Charles Grubbs lived one street over from Dr. Alston and remembers being treated by him when he was just 6 years old.
My grandfather had a truck. He hauled something on it, and he and I was working on it one evening, and I was way up on the very top, and I fell to the ground, and my arm, sprained my arm. It looked like an S. And then he came over, they called him over, and he come over and treated it.
Ray Villa, Mesa's Neighborhood Services Director, says that the Alston House serves as a reminder that the community was a product of segregation.
All the Hispanics and all the African Americans lived in that area, and they were separated from the rest of the community and were told to live in that area. What people don't realize is that he used to also have a lot of white patients, but they would come in through the back door. So people wouldn't see them coming through the front door to visit an African-American doctor.
The city has had to take into account one very important factor that comes with the restoration of any historical landmark.
Because of the fact that it's on the National Registry, we're required to restore the property to as much original condition as possible. So one of the things that we had to address was the idea of having to have custom-made windows, which is going to cost us somewhere in the area of $70,000.
Fortunately, the city has received enough grants and state funding to take on such an expense. And although the project has only been resumed for 3 weeks, the window panes are being built and the windows prepped for their arrival. The parking lot foundation has been poured and the installation of all the new electrical wiring has begun. Villa says the city hopes to have the project completed by the first of the year, something many members of the community have been looking forward to for some time now. For Cronkite Newswatch, Jaclyn Wesolowski.